Hi everybody, welcome to Cupid's Tarot and happy Thanksgiving to those of us who celebrate it or participate in the holiday festivities. I know I haven't been posting super frequently, but I'm working up to it, getting readjusted to life. I've moved somewhat recently, and so things are just, my main priority right now is to just get into a nice rhythm, get things organized, and just settle into my new home and my new life, and etc. etc. So that's why I haven't been super frequent, and I'm just choosing not to stress about it because YouTube will always be here, right? YouTube will always be here. I know that whenever I have the time and energy, I can post a video and those who are meant to see it will see it. So I'm not stressed about it, but I just wanted to communicate with you guys and let y'all know what's been up with me. That being said, I would definitely appreciate any positivity, any positive energy you could send my way. Life is hard out here, right? We are, every day. I saw a tweet on Twitter where somebody said, being an adult is just waking up every day and fighting for your life, or something like that. And I completely resonated with it because that's what it feels like, every day. It feels like a fight for my life. Physical, mental, spiritual, emotional warfare every day. But I'm grateful, right, or thankful for the spiritual support that I have, right? I'm grateful for the initiatives that I took in this journey years ago so that now I can handle the things on my plate in a way that I feel is a lot more beneficial. I'm a lot more self-aware. I know when it's time to slow down, when it's time to take a rest, when it's time to speed up, when it's time, you know what I'm saying? So I'm very thankful for that. And so that leads us that leads us into what this video is about, your greatest asset. Okay, your greatest asset. And yes, this is an 18 plus. There's going to be an 18 plus segment of this video. Okay. But I thought, I wanted to do a Thanksgiving reading. I wanted to do a Thanksgiving reading, but I didn't want to do just a simple, what should you be grateful for, or what are you thankful for, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Instead, I thought, on a holiday like this, right, on a holiday like this that is very controversial, I thought, why not turn this into a day, or why not turn this reading into one of self-gratitude, right? Which is not as to say that Thanksgiving is not about self-gratitude, but I thought, let's focus on that. What can we focus on in ourselves that we can show gratefulness for, that we can acknowledge today? So what is your greatest asset? What makes you strong? What makes you unique, beautiful? What makes you stand out? What is your greatest weapon, right? What is your greatest tool? What is the greatest tool in your toolbox that you have that allows you to reach the goals you need to reach the people you need to reach, etc., right? I'm really open to whatever comes out because I know that we are all very different, and I know that this is a general reading. So, it's going to resonate with everybody a bit differently. But yeah, what is your greatest asset? And as you can see, I have my 3 crystals. I am sure what these crystals are. This is our carnelian for group 1, I think. This is our carnelian for group 1. Group 2, we have the malachite. And group 3, we have a pink calcite, okay? It was very unintentional, but they look like, fall, Thanksgiving type colors. So anyway, group 1, group 2, group 3. As always, I will have a picture inserted so that you can pause the video and meditate on which group belongs to you or that you belong to. And all timestamps for each group will be in the description box below. All right? See you guys at your reading. Hi, Group 1. Welcome to your reading. You've chosen this orangey calcite type of, carnelian. Phew, I don't know what I meant to say. You've chosen this orange carnelian, okay? So put that here, or I'll put that here, and let's get into your reading. I want to use this one. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to just take a sip of my tea. Oh gosh, pardon me. Ooh, when I said it's hard out here, I also meant it's cold. All right, guys. So, first we will get into the traits, the non-18 plus portion of your greatest assets, and then we will get into the 18 plus with my other cards. All right. Those who've chosen the carnelian, what is your greatest asset? Two of Pentacles want to come out. Oh, we're also at the very end. I'm going to pull a card from my Pear Tree Oracle to see how can you utilize this, how can you best utilize this asset for, or like what can you best utilize this asset for. You get what I'm saying? I get two more cards, Spirit, for Group 1's greatest asset. Oh, Four of Swords. Okay. I'm already hearing a couple things. One more card, please. What is Group 1's greatest asset? Just one card. Just one card. I'm already feeling like Group 1, you are risk takers, right? You're risk takers. Ooh, we got the Empress. What's the bottom of the deck? Three of Cups. Okay. You are inspirational. Group 1, you are inspirational. You're inspirational for a couple reasons. Because you are a risk taker, right? You are not afraid, is what I'm seeing with this Four of Swords and the Two of Pentacles together. You're not afraid to approach a problem or a conflict, okay? You're okay with approaching something that you've never done before or don't know the outcome of. You have no problem facing it head on. But I'm also seeing that you are inspirational because you don't just jump into something, right? You don't take these risks foolishly. you plan things, you research things, you are prepared, right? You you do a very good job of rationalizing a situation so that irrational fears do not overcome you or do not hold you back, right? And people see this about you, right? Because when I see this Three of Cups, this has to do with your friends, your community, your family. There are people who watch you or follow you or listen to you, and they feel like through your actions that they see, right, that they witness, you inspire them to attempt to follow in these footsteps, right? Particularly with the way that you approach fear, right? This is what it's coming down to. The way you approach fear, right? You do not allow fear to debilitate you. I think that's the right word. Pardon me, I have to Google this. Yeah. To make someone weak or infirm. Okay. Debilitate. I knew what I was talking about. Anyway. Yeah. You don't allow fears to win, right? You see fear as what it should be taken as, like a warning, right? You see it more so as apprehension, or what it does is that it brings about an apprehension in you, but it doesn't make you run away. It doesn't make you stop. It doesn't make you retreat. It doesn't make you shake in your boots. What it makes you do is put your thinking cap on so that you can move forward, right? I also heard slow and steady wins the race, right? Because the Two of Pentacles is a emotionless card, right? In fact, all of these cards are very still or slow moving or passive, right? The Empress, she attracts, she sits and she attracts what she needs, to come to her. The Four of Swords can also be about resting, right? Sleeping on something, allowing time to pass. Two of Pentacles is the planning stage. So it's like you know that you don't have to rush into anything, right? Taking a risk or being a risk taker does not mean that you are fast and clumsy like, say, a Knight of Swords, right? Being a risk taker just means that you take risks, but for you, you know that your best outcome is going to come about when you are not rushing, right? When you are not in a place of frantic energy, but instead when you take a moment to analyze what you need from the situation, right? That's what you do. You determine what the situation needs before acting, right? Slow and steady wins the race. You take your time, okay? And I love that because it's like you are the Empress, right? Oh, it makes me think of that quote from Princess Diaries that, the Queen said. She said, "A queen is never late. Everyone else is simply early." Okay? I love that. That's your energy right here in these cards. That you take your time. That is your greatest asset, right? You take your time. And that doesn't mean just moving slow. That means you take time for yourself here with this Four of Swords. When you need to rest, you rest. If you need to stop, you stop. If you need to take a drink of water, you take a drink of water. If you need to go sit on the toilet, I don't know why, but it's like, if you need to go to the bathroom, you're going to go to the bathroom. You're going to stop what you're doing. It's like, you know that no matter what, if you just take care of yourself and if you just, do what you need to do, things will be fine. There's no need to rush. There's no need to strain yourself. There's no need to push yourself well beyond limits unnecessarily, right? I love that. It's very strategic, I'm getting here. You're a strategic individual. That's why you take your time. You take your time because you are strategic. You can afford to take your time because you know how to strategize. But let's get into the other cards because I'm talking a lot. This is how you know I miss doing tarot because this is so exciting for me. I'm going to try and never mind. But this is how you can tell I miss it because I'm talking a lot. I'm just really feeling this energy, group 1. We're just going to clarify. I just want to know a little bit more. Great. We have a High Priestess here. Yeah, just diving a little deeper. The Hermit. Exactly. I'm hearing retreat, right? You know what's best. You trust yourself. I feel like this is my group. No cap. I feel like this is my group. Clarify the Empress, please. Eight of Swords. That's interesting. Unexpected. This is unexpected. And then we have the Seven of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. So let's just start with this High Priestess here underneath the Two of Pentacles, right? You do a lot of, this planning that you do or this strategizing, this takes place on the spiritual plane is what I'm getting here for you, right? This is about energy, okay? Right? When I was saying you take your time, you take time for you. The strategic, you know what I'm saying? This is operating from a spiritual place, right? You are trying to maintain a balance in your energies, right? That's what I'm saying with this High Priestess. I'm hearing you know what's best, right? You just know it's best. You go with how you feel, right? And I think that's what's the most inspiring about you because that's what we started with, right? People see you as very inspiring. That is your greatest asset, or that's part of your greatest asset. It's not the meat of it, but part of your greatest asset is that you are strategic and you take your time. And in turn, that inspires people, right? But it's inspiring because it looks almost effortless, right? It looks almost like you're not doing much at all. But people can tell that you work very hard, okay? People can tell that you work very hard. People can tell that you put in a lot of planning and thought, right? You're thoughtful. But it's like the way you do things, it just seems like it comes from deep within. Interesting, group 1. I love this. It's like it comes from deep within. Okay. It's like you just are able to know what to do. Interesting. Then we have this Hermit underneath the Four of Swords. So that's when I was saying retreat, right? You take time for yourself. You don't mind. And this is, I'm getting a few things here. It's like, not only do you take time for yourself when you need to rest, but you also take time for yourself when you need to work, right? Slow and steady wins the race. You're not in a rush to be all up in other people's faces or show off, that you're this, that, and the third, or be seen. You're not in a rush to be seen because if you have things to do, you don't mind retreating and going within, being alone, so that you can get those things done, right? Because you're focused on the end goal. Slow and steady wins the race, right? You have a journey ahead of you, and you recognize that this work that you're doing for yourself is a part of the journey, right? This is very interesting. That is your greatest asset. This is your greatest asset, that you are strategic, right? And let me tell you something. When people are strategic, they do take their time. Because strategy requires thoughtfulness. It really does. And if you're not taking the time to be thoughtful, then your strategy will be weak. That's why the Empress wins every time, because she is waiting. Or not waiting, but she is attracting, right? She is not in a rush to throw her weight at something. Okay? Ooh, something just came at me. I was looking at this Eight of Swords, right? My initial thought of this Eight of Swords was that this is about allowing things to reveal themselves, right? In terms of limitations and restrictions, right? Allowing the answers to reveal themselves. Allowing the way out to reveal itself, right? And it is like, in a sense, but the Seven of Cups, it's in a sense like you're not allowing yourself to be tied to anything, but but it's like, if you don't know something right away, if you don't know the answer right away, if you don't know, what the problem is right away, you allow yourself to work through it, not in haste, but thoughtfully. You take your time and work through it and allow the way out, allow the solution to reveal itself, right? I'm seeing a knot, right? Because in the Eight of Swords, the person is there, they're tied up, they have this blindfold on, and there's all these knots, right? Keeping them tied up. And it's like, sometimes with a knot, you just have to slowly pull it apart. It will take a minute, but you just got to slowly pull it apart until finally you pull that one piece and it comes loose. Or even a tangle, right? A hair tangle. You ever had a really bad hair knot, or you're doing somebody else's hair and they got a really bad knot, and instead of, if you just yank it, you're going to pull all your hair out. You're going to go be bald, okay? But if you just gently work the comb through there, maybe add a little conditioner to soften it up, or moisturize, or whatever, slowly and surely you will get that knot out, okay? And that's what I'm seeing here, right? Because the Seven of Cups, it's like, that there are other ways to go about things. That there are other solutions. That on the other side, there is more for you. I'm hearing this quote. It's like, this is crazy. This is a quote one of my friends sent me. It says it's Winnie the Pooh that said it, but he didn't say it, okay? But it says that if you sit by the river long enough, the bodies of your enemies will float by. And that's the energy I'm getting here, right? Yeah, you might be in a tough situation. You might be stuck. But you're not going to make a hasty move. You're not going to do something silly and destructive for the sake of resolving the issue sooner. Because you know that you want the best outcome. Gosh, I got a snap for you guys. Let's get into the 18 plus portion of this reading. Okay, I am going to use 2 decks. This is a long reading, but it's alright. I think you deserve it. I'm going to use the Tarot of Sexual Magic, and I'm going to use the Casanova Tarot. Alright. Let's just move these down a little bit. What is your greatest asset, Group 1? What is your greatest asset, Group 1? 4 of Wands. Okay. Justice. Okay. 4 of Swords came out again. Oh, ooh, this is nice. And then we got the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So, first of all, I'm going to start over here on this end with the 4 of Swords over this Empress here. And okay, 18 plus, so if you're not 18 plus and you can't be here, but you are the type, I'm hearing you demand to be catered to, right? In an 18 plus sense, right? I guess that this would be like what's your greatest asset sexually or attraction wise or whatever, right? You have this thing about you that just demands to be catered to, right? There's something about you that says, no, I am the prize. You have to come to me. You're going to rub my feet, rub my shoulders, right? You just have this thing about you, right? And with this Justice here over this 4 of Swords, it's you also have this way of deserving it, like, or how you're perceived, right? You demand through your presence, right? Not through any action that's being exerted, outward. But just through your presence, you demand that you be catered to, that you be treated well. And there are things about you that justify it, right? From other people's perspective, or somehow you're able to exemplify that you in fact deserve to be catered to. You know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly how to explain it. But yeah, it's like people don't question it. It's like, of course you deserve this. You're not unworthy. You're not just getting stuff because you've asked for it. People give to you because you deserve it. You don't even have to ask. You know what I'm saying? It's like the difference between saying, oh, it's so cold, and somebody handing you their jacket and saying, oh, wear my jacket. And versus you being like, ooh, I'm so cold. Can somebody give me a jacket? You know what I'm saying? You don't ask. You just make your needs known and have them, and the people around you make a way to fulfill these needs. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like you deserve it. With this 4 of Wands here, this is so interesting. With this 4 of Wands, I feel like you know how to give back, though, right? You know how to give back to people. There's a balance here, right? There's a balance. That's what I'm getting with this 4 of Wands, because they're both on the swing, but they're not falling over, right? They have to balance each other out somehow. And then also you have this Justice here. Yeah, you know how to keep a balance of energy, right? When people give, you give back. And when they give to you, they feel like you're deserving of what they have to offer, right? I also say you definitely have, I'm focusing a lot on like your back and waist, right? So these are could be in that could resonate with anybody, whether you're male or female, but people really like your back or your waist or both. Okay, I'm also hearing thighs, right? So somebody has nice thighs, even the man's thighs here. I'm just like focusing on these legs. I don't know. But yeah, even here, some of the legs are cut off, at the thigh. So I don't know. Somebody might think maybe you have nice muscular thighs, or they're firm, fit. I don't know. If you're a female, maybe you have like a really nice waist to hip ratio. I don't know. Maybe you have like a nice curve in your back, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, your greatest asset is just kind of how you're able to give back. Ooh, I'm also hearing, and this is, look, I don't usually get super, super sexy messages, but I'm getting like somebody throws it back really well, right? So that's one of your greatest assets too, group one. You throw it back pretty nicely. But yeah, like I said, there's this balance here. You know how to yeah, it's just, you just know how to keep the balance. You know how to encourage giving while also, you know what I'm saying? It's like you encourage people to give to you. You're very attractive, right? It's just very attractive. Yeah, like, like you really kind of embody this empress type of vibe is what I'm getting. Like you're sitting on your throne and people are bowing at your feet, giving you flowers and shit. Okay? Let's see the Casanova Tarot. You sound like such a lit person, group one. Ooh. Can I just get one card? Can I just get one card, please? Okay. We have Seven of Pentacles. Wow. Clarify the Hermit. That's explicit. Clarify the Hermit. Clarify the Hermit. Okay, Five of Cups. I'm here, you leave them wanting more. And then this is, I think this is the Sun. I can't remember. Oh, wow. And then we have the Hermit here. I'm hearing you enlighten, right? Shoot. Like somehow sex with you is enlightening, right? Or just your sexual energy is very enlightening, right? Because having this Five of Cups over this Hermit, it makes me feel like this is somebody wanting more, right? This is you retreating, and that person, whoever you're dealing with, just disappointed that you went away. Even though you left these 2 cups of knowledge for them, or, you know what I'm saying, they had this great experience with you, it's still not enough. They need more of you, okay? With this High Priestess and then the 7 of Pentacles here, ooh, my goodness. This is about, I'm hearing a couple things. I'm hearing something about going rounds, right? I'm hearing something about going rounds. But then I'm also hearing something about, like, servicing, if that makes sense, right? Like a submissive, or there's this servicing, somebody learning from somebody type situation. It could be maybe people like, and maybe that can go back to this Empress energy here of people don't care. It's like they don't care how long it takes to please you, right? They don't care. But it's like that's an asset too, the fact that it takes so long to please you, right? It takes so long to please you. It forces people to put in work, right? And yeah, and I feel like that's why they walk away enlightened, but also wanting more, because this effort, you know, it's like you unlock a level in them. When it comes to skill or just knowledge or just something, like you just something unlocks with them when they're with you. This is interesting with the Sun over the 8 of Swords, but it's like I don't want to say like you brighten, but it is, yeah, like it's an enlightenment. It's like whatever, I don't know, but this 8 of Swords here, it's like, yeah, it's like you unlock, it's like an unlocking, right? And the perspective is brightened somehow. Interesting. I'm also feeling like this is the white light you see when you are having like a really intense orgasm. Like, I don't know if you ever had that, like your vision goes white, you know? That's kind of like what I'm getting here. It's like, yeah, like it just unlocks. Like maybe your greatest asset is like, I'm getting something about best orgasms, right? People have the best orgasms with you, whoever you're doing it with. They have the best orgasms. Something. Phew, I mean, take it how it resonates. But this is a nice. And I definitely feel like, especially, I'm definitely feeling like this could pertain to either a man or a woman. For sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, that's all I have for you today, Group 1. This was way longer than I thought, but I really enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this reading as well, or it resonated, then go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to leave a comment. And if you would like to book for a private reading, all information for that is in the description box below. Alright? I will see you guys at the next reading. Bye! Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post new videos. Alright. Bye, Group 1. Oops, I totally forgot that I'm supposed to give you one advice card, basically to see how can you best utilize these assets, this asset or these assets. I feel like we named like 2 or 3 for the most part. All right. How can group 1 best utilize their assets? How can group 1 best utilize their assets? Can I get 1 card? How can group 1 best utilize their assets? Yes. You know, I feel that because everything comes back to this 8 of Swords, right? This card says entrapment, right? The assets you have are really, like I said, about enlightening, or even before being slow and steady. This is the best asset to help get you and others out of tough situations, right? And I think this is really mental, more about a mental space, right? Because these 4 of Swords are over the head, you know? It's irrational, right? Your assets are best used to help people break free from mental prisons and confinements, right? This is very shamany like, or even like a counselor, psychiatrist, psychology, something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. So that's all I have for you today, group 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Yada, yada, yada. Bye. Group 2, we're going to get into what is your greatest asset. All right? And then we're going to also pull a card for how can you best utilize these assets. I say these because in the last group, I feel like we did end up pointing out 2 to 3. You know, it can be pretty layered, I think. But either way, this information I think will be beneficial to you. So let me take a sip of my tea and we'll get right into it. All right. What is group 2's greatest asset? What is group 2's? We have 10 of Swords. Five of Cups. One more card. The Star. I see. Ace of Wands. You know how to... There's layers here, right? The big picture is that you know how to move forward, right? You know how to move on. You know how to get on with your life. You know how to dream big. You know how to self-motivate and inspire, okay? You know how to latch onto a goal and ride that shit into the sunset is what I'm getting here, right? Going a little deeper, you know how to move on from things when they no longer serve you. You know how to recognize when something is done for, and you know how to pick up where things left off, or you know how to keep going even when things are tough. You know how to find the silver lining, right? Like I said, you ride it into the sunset, into a new beginning. You're able to find something, somewhere, that can help you progress. No matter how much it looks like things, you know, have been ruined, right? In this Ten of Swords is what I'm getting. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you know when to call it quits, I feel like, with this Ten of Swords. You know when to just say, like, this is not working for me. But with the Star, that's why I feel like you're either very creative with the Star and this Ace of Wands, or you just have big dreams or big goals. And you have a lot of passion, right? I'm seeing that you're somebody whose passion it drives them forward. What is group 2's greatest asset? Okay, we have 6 of coins. Can I get 2 more cards, please? All right, we have an 8 of Swords. And the Tower. Ooh, we got the Lovers at the bottom of the deck too. This is interesting. Wow, okay. So I heard a couple things. I heard save some for yourself with the 6 of coins, right? You know how to save some for yourself. You don't really give it all away. You know what I mean? I'm seeing somebody who, like, yes, it's like, yes, you give to situations, but like I said, when things are done, when you realize things are done, you're able to start over again because you made sure to leave some for yourself. You don't put everything, right, in one basket. You don't put all your eggs in one basket. And I feel like that's reiterated here with this 8 of Swords, right, underneath this 5 of Cups. You don't allow yourself to get stuck, okay? You don't allow yourself to become trapped in things that no longer serve you. Your greatest asset is that you know when it's time to move on and move forward. With this Tower beneath the Star, it's like, I would say for you, a tower is not a bad omen, right? For some people, towers can be bad omens, right? But you see them more so as an opportunity, is what I'm saying here, right? You see them for being the help that they truly are. And so you see it as, and not to say other people don't, but like I don't know, there's just no fear here when it comes to Tower. You see this as an opportunity. If anything, Tower moments, not to anticipate, but when these things happen that kind of set you free, or these things happen that shake up foundations and helps you realign, you see them as almost blessings, or it's like you enjoy them because I don't know, it's like the way they redirect you every time. You just, you see it as an opportunity. You know that a Tower moment is really an opportunity to create new foundations, obviously. But yeah, that's really interesting, group 2. I feel like the Lovers here is the most interesting card because, because there's really nothing else here, right? There are no cups except for the 5 of Cups, but so this Lovers is interesting, but I do feel like this is about you being able to this to love again, really, right? Like, I don't know. It's like, it's not really about a specific relationship, but it is saying, like, you know how to love again. You know how to, like, yeah, it's like you're not afraid to meet new people, right? You're not afraid to lose old people either, right? I feel like the Lovers is not really just about romantic relationships. I think this is about connections, right? Connecting with people, right? Like, in general, you don't mind meeting new people or being forced to leave behind old people, and being, faced with the task of having to make new friends. You see it as an opportunity, right? You see it as an opportunity when old friendships die or new friendships emerge. And you just, you know when to move on. But I do feel like you're a creative person. This could be, because I'm also getting like a networking type of vibe here, right? Where you find joy in this because you want to meet more people that you feel, are like you, right? People that can inspire you, people that you can learn from, or share ideas, or like bounce ideas off of. It's kind of what I'm getting here. But yeah. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Group 2. Yeah, you enjoy new beginnings. This is what I'm seeing here. Like, you enjoy new beginnings. All right. Next, we're going to get into the 18 plus portion of this reading. Okay, group 2. We're going to start with the Tarot of Sexual Magic. What is group 2's greatest asset? What is group 2's greatest asset, Spirit? What is group... Ooh. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands. I'm hearing you're a little nonchalant. Maybe some of you come off very nonchalant at times. Nine of Wands. Ooh. What is group 2's greatest asset? So now we're talking about your greatest asset when it comes to attraction, sexuality, all of that, okay? What is group 2's greatest asset? But this can apply all over. What is group 2's greatest asset? Oh my God, I feel like you're a player. What is group 2's greatest asset? You're able to move on quickly. Definitely. Six of Wands. Yeah. You're definitely able to move on quickly, right? I'm seeing with this... Oh, and then we have Four of Pentacles here. I'm seeing a couple things, right? I'm seeing when a situation no longer serves you, you're definitely able to move on to like the next person, right? You might definitely move on to new people very quickly. But then I'm also seeing with this Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and then this Nine of Wands that's over this Five of Cups. I feel like you are able to kind of like, if people are upset with you or people that you're dealing with are mad at you or whatever, you're able to kind of come back in and it's like you're able to kind of come back in and swoop them off their feet or convince them to give you another chance type of energy. Like you like new beginnings, right? So you could be somebody, you find yourself in these cycles of breaking up and getting back together, or you just move on to the next relationship very quickly. Why is this a greatest asset? No shade to you, but this is interesting. I mean, I guess if it's benefiting you, you're getting what you want, whatever it is that you want, then it's a good thing. I definitely think it's a good thing. But in terms of this relationship, your sexual stuff, I don't know. But I mean, it's not a bad thing either. I'm not passing judgment. I'm sorry. I'm just curious, like, But I do get player vibes with this Knight of Wands. Like, you just want to be on the go. You want to do you, right? You're able to come back in and then go back out, right? But let's get this Casanova Tarot. Shoot. What is Group 2's greatest asset? And then we'll get into how you can best utilize these assets. What is Group 2's greatest asset, Spirit? What is Group 2's greatest asset? We have 10 of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. 2's greatest asset, Spirit. One more card. Three of Wands. Ooh. Yeah. I'm hearing you like makeup sex, right? Or people like makeup sex with you. I don't know. Like, this is very interesting energy. This is the Chariot. I feel like your greatest asset is that you can't be tied down, that's what it's coming down to, right? Your greatest asset is that you can't be tied down. Even in these cards, you're on the go. You could be like about your money, right? This could be about money. Maybe you're pursuing your career right now, and that's why things can't really be, you can't really overcommit, or you can't be around all the time, or you just have a free spirit and this is just your nature and you're just doing what's best for you. You could be somebody that has many lovers, or you have one person that you really love and you constantly go back to this person. I don't know. But yeah, this is a one of your greatest assets. It's that you can't be tied down. And I think this is very interesting because for this to be playing out in your romantic connections as well lets me know that there is a greater purpose for this. There's a greater purpose for this that you're probably not really, that you really haven't awakened to yet. And I hope that when we pull this card for how you can best utilize this, I'm hoping we'll get some insight on that. But as far as the 18 plus, yeah, like somebody really likes your butt, or you really like butt. Thighs are coming out. Ooh, and boobs. Like, if you're a female, then definitely somebody really loves your boobs. If you're a male, then whoever, you might really be, I don't know. I'm getting a womanizer for a man. Like, he just likes all parts of the woman. But if you're a woman, your boobs and your legs are very, very important here. um, hmm. Yeah. Sometimes you might play hot and cold with people, or to other people it seems like one minute you're interested and then you're not, or you're too tired. Ooh, that's what I'm getting here with this Four of Pentacles. Like sometimes you're just too tired. Like there could be multiple people, or somebody that just feels like they're not getting enough attention from you because you're like a rolling stone. I'm getting like you're on the go. You have a lot going on right now. But you enjoy new beginnings is what I'm getting here. Or you don't mind new beginnings. You revel in new beginnings, right? You don't mind leaving something behind if you need to. But how can we best utilize this, group spirit? How can group 2 best utilize this asset? Ooh, we have farewells. The path. Interesting. I feel like Spirit wants you to know that you need to utilize this and say goodbye for real, right? Like I said, some of you could be holding on to relationships, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Spirit is saying like this skill that you have, or this asset that you have, not being afraid of being alone or stepping away or starting over, that can take you far, right, with this path. But you're not, when you keep going backwards, you're almost avoiding your path, right? And this other person, I'm really getting that this other person could be addicted to you or something like that. I don't know. Or they're just very attached. But yeah, it's just the best way for you to use this is to let cycles die, right? And move forward with this Ace of Wands to new opportunities. Okay? True new opportunities. But yeah, that's all I have for you, group 2. I'm so sorry that wasn't super 18 plus, but I'm just the messenger, okay? Anyway, if you enjoyed this reading, then go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you would like to be notified whenever I post new videos, then go ahead and subscribe and ring that notification bell. Also, if you would like a private reading, I am open for private readings, so the link for that is in the description box if you want to book with me, okay? You guys have a wonderful day. Bye. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your reading. We are going to be asking, what is your greatest asset, right? What is your greatest strength? What is in your toolbox that you're probably not realizing is your best tool. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I did take a bit of a break between the other groups and this group, so I don't remember what my intro was for them. But anyway, you have chosen the pink calcite. I'm going to put that here. And we're going to get right into it. Just let me take a sip of my coffee. All right, I'm ready. What is group 3's greatest asset? Spirit. We're going to do regular tarot, and then we'll have the 18 plus portion after this. What is group 3's greatest asset? Uh-oh. Can I please get one card at a time, Spirit? Okay. We have a Knight of Swords. Can I please get one card at a time? This is a lot of energy, and this is very hasty. Queen of Swords. Ah, yes. You're quick to speak your mind, right? You're very quick to speak your mind. Even if what you're saying is a bit harsh, or if it's controversial even, you feel like it's your duty. There's a sense here, there's like, you feel like it's your duty to speak your mind. It's your right. It's your, like, you feel like what you have to say when you do speak your mind, you feel like what you have to say is worth saying, and you should be able to say it, okay? You might be good at debating, right? This could be about you being very quick-witted, quick on your tongue. I don't know, like, it's like you always have something ready. From other people's perspective, it's like you always have something ready, right? With the Six of Pentacles here, I'm getting, you could be very good at rebuttals, right? But also you're good at reciprocating energy in a discussion, or at even a disagreement, right? You could be very good at resolving issues in a, quick and efficient manner, right? You're able to discern. It's like you're able to receive the information and then discern and, respond in a way. You're able to respond in a way that is actually productive, right? Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Okay. We have the Sun. I guess that wanted to come out. Let's get some more cards. The Wheel of Fortune. What is going on, Mojos? Clarify the Six of Pentacles. Queen of Coins. Yeah. Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck here. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Okay. So, I'm seeing here you don't mind being the center of attention, right? You don't mind being controversial, right? You don't mind the attention. When you speak your mind or when you put yourself out there, you don't mind the attention that comes with that, right? You're going to, whether it's good or bad, right? You're going to stand your ground. You're going to stand in what you believe in. And when I see the sun here, it's because you believe in yourself. You believe in your ideas. You believe in your mind, okay? Yeah, like your thoughts, you feel like your thoughts are meaningful and worth sharing, right? So that's why you stand by them. With the sun, and then with the sun clarifying underneath this Knight of Swords, I do feel like this is about that it's hard to explain. It's like the movement, right? There's this childlike movement here. It's almost naive, or some people might consider it naive, but it's not really as if you are naive, but it's coming from that place of just optimism, I guess, but towards yourself, right? There's this optimism in regards to your own ability to stand up for yourself, verbally or otherwise, with your own ideas, right? You believe in your ideas. You believe in your ability to express those ideas in a way that gets you what you want, okay? And then we have this Wheel of Fortune beneath the Queen of Swords. You know, this is really about, I don't want to say entitlement, because it's definitely not, I don't really feel this in a negative sense, but I do feel like it's like you know what your worth is, right? And you're not afraid to express this or to demand that you be treated in accordance with your worth, you know? And with, like I said, with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like this is about knowing that you can get anything you want, right? If you ask, you will receive. Closed mouths don't get fed. You're going to speak up no matter what, essentially, is what I'm getting here. And then this Queen of Coins, like I said, you know how to keep things balanced. You know how to give just enough. Or you know how to discern what the energy is or what the intent is before responding. And you're able to keep things reciprocated, right? An even exchange. You give people the respect that they show you. Stop it. Okay? It's all good. It's all good. Alright. Oh, sorry, guys. She is just something else. But yeah, you give the respect that is shown to you, right? You never ever, well, I don't say never ever, but you know how to assert your boundaries. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like I'm getting many of you are either very verbal or very mental, both. Like you either talk a lot, you think a lot, you really value your ideas, right? Your communication here is important. But like also the thoughtfulness. It's very airy like to me. Even though there is the sun here, there is sun energy, but I feel like there's this undercurrent of like air that's really present, right? So you could have a fire sun and an air moon, or vice versa. I'm not really an astrologer, I don't know. But that's what I'm getting here. It's like, you know, you just, I kind of lost my thought. But damn. Shit. I had something important I wanted to say for sure. But yeah, this is very heavily emphasizing like the mind, right? And it's a mental strength that you have. But yeah, your greatest asset, it seems, is that you, for all of you, your greatest asset is that you know how to assert your boundaries. You know how to speak up for yourself. You know how to make sure that you are heard when necessary. And you know how to demand respect through this, which I think is, I mean, beautiful, fantastic. Okay. Let's see if I'm getting anything else. Yeah, you know how to stand your ground, or you're very good at standing your ground, even if this is not something that you consciously think about. You're just very good at standing your ground. You know what I'm saying? You're a go-getter. You just go after what you need to go after. You handle your business, basically. Alrighty. We're going to get into the 18 plus portion of this reading. So what is your greatest asset in regards to sexuality, attraction, all of that? What is your greatest asset for group 3? All right, we have the Emperor. Justice. Wow, 6 of Wands. Again. And then we have Ace of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. What am I getting here? Well, first of all, with the Emperor over this Knight of Swords, I'm just getting like your greatest asset is definitely your confidence, right? Your greatest asset is that you know that you are the shit and you don't really have a problem approaching a situation from that angle. You know what I mean? You're not afraid to make it known that you do in fact know your worth, and you're not you use this confidence to overcome fear, right? You're not afraid to approach, is what I'm getting. You're not afraid to ask out that person or go on that date or just be out there, right? Even if you're not the person to ask on the date, you're not afraid to just take a chance and see what happens. And I don't know. I'm also getting you're not afraid of rejection is what I'm getting here. But yeah, it's like this confidence. Then we have the Justice card right over on top of the Queen of Swords. So I'm definitely getting Libra vibes, big Libra vibes, okay? But like I said, you're not afraid of demanding what is yours, what is owed to you, right? You are not, you don't have a problem making sure that you're treated fairly and making sure that you're heard. I mean, I'm just getting like somebody who's very, very confident here. Somebody who's also cutthroat, Like you can be the fun and loving person, but you always make sure that you're treated fairly at the end of the day, And the 6 of Wands over the 6 of Pentacles. Ooh. This is all going back to like you make sure that you always make sure that you get what you deserve in the end, right? And you give people what they deserve. I said this before, right? Like You give people the respect they give you. Well, in a sexual sense, it's like you give people the energy that they give to you. You reciprocate what people give to you, right? So I'm seeing that you could be very selective sexually, possibly. Or you just make it hard, right? You just make it hard to sleep with you, is what I'm getting. But you have this confidence about you where it's like, you know, you want to sleep with me. You know it's going to be good, but you got to earn it. It's like that, right? Like, you make it known. You're not afraid to make it known that what you have is the best they'll ever have. But you don't make it easy. You don't make it easy. Ooh, with this Ace of Wands, wow, I just heard a challenge. Your greatest asset is that you are a challenge. That is beautiful. I felt that. With this Ace of Wands, it's like I'm getting like this feeling of being inspired to pursue, right? It's new. It feels new. It lights you up inside, you know? And so that's what I'm getting here. It's like you're a challenge, right? You inspire this need to pursue. And that's a great asset that you have. All right. What is group 3's greatest asset, please? Uh-oh. I'm sorry, I say uh-oh a lot. That's just how I talk. Okay, we have the 4 of Swords. Ace of Wands. Can I just get one card? We have the 3 of Cups. 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. With this 3 of Cups here, I'm seeing people compete for you. You get what I'm saying? And then the 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, right? I'm getting this sense of people competing for you. Right? Or competing for your attention, right? Some of you who chose this group could have masculine energy or a lot of masculine energy. Doesn't matter if you're male or female, but that might resonate. If it doesn't, then just let it fly. But it's like it's like you're the one who for many of you, I just feel like you're the one who's more dominant. You're a more dominant lover or partner romantically. It's hard to explain. I'm just getting like, I don't know, I'm just seeing this man. But usually when I see, I don't associate necessarily with gender, but more so there's something about that energy that it's manifesting like that. But either way, that's a tangent. Either way, it's like you inspire people to kind of compete for your interests and your attention. Like, right, with the Wheel of Fortune, they're trying to be chosen by you. People wanting to be chosen by you. And then the Sun, this is what's interesting to hear. This Four of Swords over this Sun, it's like people fear your rejection. It's like, yeah, it's something about your energy that really has people wanting to pursue you. I don't know. You have an addictive quality is what I'm getting here. You have this addictive quality, but it is because you play hard to get, essentially. You're not easy, you know, and that can mean whatever it needs to mean. It's definitely a mental thing where people feel like people who try and talk to you, part of the intrigue is that you are mysterious. You don't share everything. You do have very, you know, what is it called? Firm boundaries. And so it, like I said, it inspires this desire to continue to pursue you, to uncover the layers, right? And it's like a reward, right? When you pull back the layers, each reveal is a reward, right? And so then people with this Four of Swords here, it's like it's like they're locked away from the sun. Yeah. See this light coming through the cell, and then this is the sun. It's like to not have your approval or to not have your attention makes them feel left out or makes them feel unworthy, or just, you know, like they're in time out. You know what I'm saying? They're stuck inside while the sun is outside. You're the sun, right? That's very interesting. I will say, as far as your physical assets, your butt is definitely one of them. But I'm just seeing like lots of legs, right? So butt and legs is standing out to me. But I'm getting like a lot of fantasy energy, right? A lot of fantasizing and wanting and wishing and reaching, right? Reaching and grabbing and watching from a distance. So it's like you're just this unattainable, you know, idea, or this unattainable, yeah, it's just, you're unattainable, okay? But that's because you're hard to get. Let's get a card to see how can you best utilize this asset or these assets. How can you best utilize these assets, group 3? Oh, shoot. I have Butterfingers. So the whole deck just slipped out of my hands. How can group 3 best utilize these assets? Discovery. Interesting. This is interesting. I'm seeing that you need to use your mind more. Okay? I'm saying because this is a discipline. When you can have really good boundaries like this, you know, that does indicate a type of discipline, right? A restraint, right? But also, like we said before, you're a thinker, right? You think about a lot of ideas. Or you have a lot of ideas, is what I mean to say. I'm hearing some of you should go to school, like college or something. But if not that, it's definitely about, you're being asked to channel this desire for knowledge and this, what is it called? And this discipline, right? This restraint, and put that towards some type of study, right? You're being asked to study something. Discovery. Maybe you need to be go to school for something. Maybe law. Yeah, it's like there's some, I feel like you're very smart. And then at the bottom of the deck was a conversation, but it was upside down. And so I feel like it's saying like you're not having conversations, or you're not engaging mentally in the ways that you need to be engaging mentally. And so I feel like it doesn't have to be necessarily like school, college, or whatever. It could, but it's something, right? Right, that's all I have for you today, Group 3. If you enjoyed this reading and or it resonated, then go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment. And if you would like to be notified whenever I post new videos, then go ahead and subscribe and ring that notification bell. Also, if you would like a personal reading, I am open for personals. All information for how to book a reading with me will be in the description box below. All right, y'all have a great Thanksgiving. Bye, Group 3.